Barbara Corcoran. I'm a shark investor on Shark Tank, best known for that. I guess that's what I'll do. I'll go with that one.
We always ask people how much they make, and I was wondering if I could ask you, and feel free to answer however you feel fit.
Yes, well, with Shark Tank, I probably make maybe $300,000 a year. That's not a lot, considering I invest usually $1 million a year.
I hope a good return.
Yeah, a good return. Not so great. I think I do better with the bank, but I get the psychological satisfaction of making people's dreams come true, like somebody did for me once. Someone loaned me $1,000 once, and I started a real estate company. If I didn't have that $1,000, I don't know what the hell I would do. I don't know who I would become.
Thank you so much, Barbara.
My
I really
pleasure.
appreciate it. The audience is going to love that you actually gave a number.
Oh,
I was
sure.
expecting you
I
not
thought you were
to.
going to ask me the general number, how much I make, like how much I make on stocks and bonds, etc.
Do you want to answer?
Yeah, about $4.5 million a year.
That's pretty good. Better than waitressing.
Yeah. It pays a lot better.
Pays a lot better.
Yeah.
Thank you, Barbara. I
My
appreciate
pleasure.
it so much. This
My
is
pleasure.
wonderful.
Don't tell the IRS.
My name is Mark Cuban, and I'm an entrepreneur.
Mark, do you remember what your first job was when you were younger and how much you made?
My first job was selling garbage bags door to door, and I made $3 for every bag I sold.
Do you feel like you were fairly compensated for that?
Yes, I do, because, imagine me just walking up to the door going, "Hi, I'm your neighbor, Mark. Do you use garbage bags? I'll bring them to your door. $6 for 100. It was an easy job. The one that made the most amount of money was when I sold broadcast.com for billions of dollars. I sold magazines door to door, garbage bags door to door, worked sweeping floors, worked opening boxes in pharmacies, worked as a bartender, worked as a bar back, worked at a bank, got fired, worked as a sales guy, got fired. You name it, I got fired from that job.
Any advice for people that have been fired, especially in the economy now? Any words of wisdom?
So when you walk out the door, right after you got fired, instead of being mad, you just say, and you just get on with it and realize that happens. It doesn't matter how many times you're fired. I'm a perfect example. All you got to do is get it right once. And when you're young, and out of school, there are no perfect jobs. Like I went from job to job to job to job, but I learned from each one of them. And I hadn't done that and gotten fired and learned, I wouldn't be here.
Are you comfortable sharing your salary on
I don't
camera
make
with us?
I don't have a salary. I don't get paid a salary at all.
You don't get paid a
No,
salary at all?
I make money from my investments.
Your
And so
investments.
when my investments pay me something, I do well, and when they don't, I don't.
Hi guys, I'm Vivian too, aka your Rich BFF and your favorite Wall Street girly.
Amazing. Vivian, how much do you make?
So last year I paid myself a salary of roughly around $300,000, but my business made about $3.2 million.
$3.2 million.
Okay, hold on, I gotta recover. Holy moly, that's amazing. Do you feel well compensated?
I do. I could always be better compensated, but you know what? I am the boss and I want to make sure that I have enough money to pay my team, pay for expenses, and just keep reinvesting back into the business.
What is realistic financial advice to give to average Americans that is not get a loan from a rich uncle or invest in real estate?
I would say you can only save as much as you earn, but you can always earn more money. I think we focus really heavily on cutting out every little thing that brings us joy, whether that's a latte or avocado toast or, just a Netflix subscription. But instead, I think we also really need to talk about asking for a raise and a promotion every single year. Not saying you'll get one, but you should be asking. And just picking up a side hustle for a temporary period of time if there is a financial goal you're saving towards. So a side hustle might be helpful if you want to get a new car, or if you have to pay for a wedding, or you're really trying to bundle some of that money for a down payment on a home. Even just putting yourself in a period of discomfort for only a temporary period of time can really help you out financially.
I'm a podcaster, Celebrity Book Club with Stephen and Lily. We read celebrity books and then we talk about them. It's so fun. It's pop culture, but it's political, but it's analytical. The New Yorker called it intellectual.
How much do you make in your role?
So this year, I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna clear 100.
What's your favorite part about it?
Sitting down.
What's the least favorite part? Standing
Getting
up?
up.
How did you get into podcasting? What were you doing before?
I was just talking regularly, and then at some point, somebody started recording.
And here we are.
Yeah.
Any advice for others who might be interested in podcasting or content creation?
I would say please don't get into it because it's a pretty crowded market right now, and there's only, it's a zero-sum game. There's only so much that can go around. And so if I can't, if you get into it, then I'm going to make less. And ultimately, I have mouths to feed. I don't even have a pet, but I want one. And I can't get a cat if you start podcasting and then my numbers go down. So why don't you just stay in your lane?
And that's on transparency.